And a home is a legacy also that you leave behind for the next generation, right? So, God forbid, in an eventuality something happens to you, would you leave your family in a rented accommodation?
Correct.
Or would you leave them
It's like an insurance.
Yeah, it is. It is important.
Beautiful. What a way to look at it.
I think...
insurance policy.
yeah.
Buy your home as an insurance policy. Kick ass. Something new.
Right. Don't look at numbers. I mean,
look at numbers.
A home is not to be weighed with numbers.
Mac, I'm staying in a rental house. Should I continue staying in a rental house or should I buy? What would you advise me?
It depends on the time and the time of your life.
Oh, okay.
And your situation. So there's no clear black or white answer. Okay. What's black for you is white for me.
Let's say I'm 30 now.
Okay. Again, it's not about your age. You're 30. What sort of career you have? Now you are unmarried. Okay. You have a fixed career here in Rustomjee. Tomorrow Rustomjee wants to start something in Delhi. And they say, well, Kaizad, you have to relocate to Delhi. And now we have plans to go pan-India. Or now, the next 15 years, we planning to go global. So then Kaizad will have to focus on that 10-year path. So after 10 years, or through those 10 years, you might be in Delhi for a few years. You might be in the US for a few years. You might again be in Chennai for a few years, right? So if you have that journey in your career, and if you know that you're going to move, you're not static in one city, then obviously rental is the only option for you. Right? Again, if you don't have a family, now, even if you were moving but you had a family, then would you keep your family on rent in someone else's house, even though that would be a cheaper option? So commercially or mathematically, if you would calculate it, just put numbers on an Excel sheet, then the answer would obviously outweigh in favor of rents. But life is not about Excel sheets, right? Buying a home is an emotional decision. It's about security, it's about anchorage. And what do you do with money ultimately, right? Money is to spend. Otherwise, it's just a number. So the biggest and the most important asset or purchase that you make is your home. So I think everybody should invest to buy one home, which is their anchor. And then probably, even if you want to upgrade, so I know a lot of people who have, say, a 3-bedroom somewhere and they want to enjoy a larger home. So instead of purchasing that larger home, they rent out that home. Okay, so it's a very, very personal decision. But if you ask me, then I would obviously be in the favor of purchase. Because in my career, I've seen real estate always grow in terms of appreciation, in terms of price. So it's a good investment. Plus, it's a real tangible investment. It's not like a share certificate, which you can't use. You can use your home, right? If you don't use, you rent it out, someone else uses. It's got a passive income. Plus, there is always an appreciation that's built in.
Correct.
So I would say buying a home, at least one good home is what you should have. Rental is a floating sort of decision that you make. Or rather, your necessity is satisfied or satiated in a floating way. It's not permanent, right? You're living in someone else's house. Tomorrow, in 2 years, 3 years, they might say, well, sorry, you vacate that house. And again, you shift.
It's like eating in a restaurant every day.
Exactly.
Not getting the home cooked food.
And sometimes situations might not go in your favor in life. Sometimes your work might not be that supportive. Then what happens? Okay, so I think one good home you should have.
Your roots, the roots.
Yeah, like the roots.
We all have memories. At least I have memories. Our childhood was in the Ketwadi in Bombay. So in the gully, it's a lane. We used to play cricket in the lane. My father taught me how to drive the bicycle, and he used to run after me. And in 3 days I learned. But those memories of that, no matter it's a rich neighborhood, poor neighborhood, that memories will never leave you, and we will always cherish those memories, because at that point of time when you are a child, there is no sense of rich and poor. And all. We are just having fun in our life and we are just enjoying masti.
Absolutely.
So I think that roots and it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference. And a home is a legacy also that you leave behind for the next generation, right? So God forbid, in an eventuality something happens to you, would you leave your family in a rented accommodation? Or would you leave them
it's like an insurance.
Yeah, it is. It is important.
Beautiful. What a way to look at it.
I think
insurance policy. Buy your home as an insurance policy. Kick ass. Something new.
Don't look at numbers. I mean, a home is not to be weighed with numbers.
Life is not an Excel sheet.
Absolutely.
I love that sentence of yours. Life is not an Excel sheet, boss. Life is life. So cool, Mac. Very nice.
From the first 1 crore check that we had received was a different high.
First love. That this person is no small fry. I've introduced you to people who've done the 5,000 crore business, 3,000 crore business, 6,000 crore business. We do respect to them, and may they all continue growing in their life. But this man is, you know, what you can say separates the men from the boys. Nothing less than 10,000 crores business. I'm proud and happy to share the stage and the screen with Mr. Mak Kotwal from Mak Kotwal Realty.